I spent over half the day in Arches National Park, and now I was heading 72 miles south of Moab to the Needles section of Canyonlands National Park. On the way there, I passed by Wilson Arch. That guy in the picture will give you some idea of how large this arch really is. Just outside of Needles is Newspaper Rock, which is a giant flat rock covered with the largest known collection of petroglyphs in the Southwest. Experts believe that the first carving on this rock was made about 2,000 years ago. To date, no one has been able to fully interpret their meaning. That may well be, but I think I can translate this. Remember this image in the center of the screen, because it will pop up later on. Soon after that, I entered Canyonlands National Park. In a short drive from that, I came to Needles Outpost Campground, where I would be spending the next 3 nights. The camp headquarters was easy to find, and it wasn't long before I had my tent set up. I've always stayed at Needles Outpost. It's a great place just outside the national park, and unlike the park, I've always gotten a place to put my tent down. I had a little time before sunset, so I decided to do a little looking around in the park. Look at this scenery. Is this great or what? Geez, I could be here, or I could be at work right now.
But where are the clouds? Quick, send in the clouds. Don't bother, they're here.
This formation is called Wooden Shoe Arch. Remember that petroglyph I told you to remember? I thought this shadow formation closely resembled it, especially the head and horns. Here's a look at the Needles Outpost headquarters from the park. What a setting. After that, I went back to my camp to watch the beautiful sunset, and to get a good night's sleep. The next day I was up early and headed to Elephant Hills Trailhead. This is the sign that greeted me at the road. Despite the narrow, rough, steep grade, the scenery on the road was out of this world. One of the few straight sections on the road. I planned on hiking from Elephant Hills at the top of the map to Druid Arch near the bottom of the map. It was an out and back 10.8 mile hike. Here's a cairn marking the way. This is just some of the unbelievable scenery at the beginning of the trail. Well, I tell you, scenery like that, if that doesn't take your breath away, I don't know what. Looking back from where I just came, another cairn and a couple of park rangers up ahead. The Needles might not be as popular as Arches National Park, but it doesn't lack in spectacular scenery, and it's a lot less crowded too. Here's the trail. A couple of hikers in the distance and still another cairn. The cairns help point the way when there isn't an actual trail to follow. Looks like the trail is heading through a narrow passage. Here we are hiking through a slot canyon on the Druid Arch Trail, having a great time. Much of the Druid Arch Trail is spent hiking through a dry stream bed with the scenery up above you. Mushroom formations right in front of me. Okay, let's see. It looks like a fork in the trail heading my way. I can either go this way, or I can go this way. I think I better go this way. After picking which fork in the trail to take, I passed more out of this world's scenery. Am I sure I'm on planet Earth? This is a view from where I'm taking a little snack break. When you get close to Druid Arch, you have to go up a ladder bolted into the rock. And finally I turn around on the trail and there's Druid Arch. It's named for its resemblance to the rock stones of Stonehenge. It looks small from here, but it actually stands 450 feet tall. I'm sure it's going to stand there forever, but to me, it sure looks like it could fall at any second. I'm heading back now, and this is some of the scenery on the trail. Some hikers up ahead of me. I'll pull back and this will give you some idea of how large the formations are. I was diddy-bopping down the trail without a care in the world, but sometimes that can be a big mistake. Oh yes, my friends, that can be a big mistake. Sweet baby Jesus playing a roller coaster. Now what do I do?
Get the antennae! Get the antennae!
What?
Get the antennae! Get the other antenna! He's helpless without them!
That was a little more excitement than what I needed for one day. Passing through some more of that beautiful scenery. I know the elevation isn't very high, but it was a long hike, and I'm not getting any younger. It'd be kind of nice if I got some kind of recognition for what I did. That's all very nice, but I was thinking of something just a little bit bigger. Now that's more like it. Here's a little more of the scenery on the way back. Almost there. There's my car in the parking area. I got back to my tent, ate a quick dinner, and got a good night's sleep for the next day.